Hello and welcome everyone. Today's video features the currently in testing Tier 8 Premium Royal Navy Heavy Cruiser HMS Nottingham. Now, the idea behind this ship comes from Sir George Thurston, stemming from the mid-1920s after the signing of the Washington Naval Treaty, during which Great Britain was busy redesigning her cruisers. In 1926, Thurston presented three projects, of which A and B closely resembled the County class of cruisers, while Project C turned out to be more radical, which imagined the arrangement of main battery turrets on the bow to achieve a better concentration of fire. The British Admiralty, however, had a more conservative approach than Thurston, and Project C was designated to the scrap heap of history. Design of Warships, however, is not restrained by such conservatism, and HMS Nottingham represents what Project C could have realised had it been approved at the time. Now, I must remind you once again, HMS Nottingham is currently a work in progress and subject to change throughout this testing process. Now, once testing is finished and gameplay is available, I will update the video's cards and pinned comment below with the necessary gameplay review guide. So let's start this preview by looking at the Nottingham's armour layout here in port. Here we can see a fore-end plating of 25mm. The main deck is 30. Casemate armour of 27. Side plating 27. This main armour citadel belt is 152. The superstructure armour is 16mm. 25mm here at the bow. Take off this. The additional plating of 127. Here under the front turrets of 127. You look at the actual citadel armour itself. We leave on the barbettes, 102mm on the barbette armour. The turrets, 25, all round 25mm of protection. Off the turrets. This is the actual citadel. Here you can see submerged under the front three turrets, and is an element of sloped deck plating here. 152. Deck is 70. And 27, 76, and 102. So quite a huge citadel on this Nottingham. It's gigantic, stretching from under the front turret right back here almost to the stern, and a large section here above the waterline. Quite a large section above the waterline, with a small element of deck sloping here on this middle section. Moving to the ship's survivability, 38,900 hit points with a 7% torpedo protection damage reduction. Now, you don't get a repair party, but this is the max amount of hit points. Quickly while I'm here, let me just show you the build I'm using, as all the numbers in this video are based on this exact combination of captain skills and ship upgrades here that are currently on screen. So you get the short burst smoke generator. This is more usually found on the Royal Navy destroyers. A choice between hydroacoustic search, 3.5 for torps, 5 for ships, or defensive fire. And I'm currently playing with hydroacoustic search. Captain skills that I'm currently testing. We are currently using a 16-point captain. Due to testing restrictions, I'm using grease the gears, priority target, survivability expert, superintendent, adrenaline rush, and concealment expert. So just for the sake of all the numbers, because we're now going to look at the main artillery. The main artillery here on the HMS Nottingham consists of 9 of these 203mm guns in 3 triple mounted gun turrets, all here on the bow. You can see the current reload speed is 13 seconds. They can rotate 180 degrees in 19.6 seconds. Max dispersion of 131 meters with a max firing range of 15.7 kilometers. Now, I will reiterate, these are the current numbers. This is in testing. Max damage, HE is 3300. With fire flags, currently it's 19% fire chance. They can pen 34mm of armour. Shell speed of 814 meters per second, while the AP has the exact same shell speed and a max damage of 4,500. Nottingham gets 8 of these secondary guns, 102mm, all single mounted. They're along the side. These have a 4-second reload with a max firing range of 6.9 kilometers, 1500 damage, 7% fire chance, 17mm of pen, and a shell speed of 811 meters per second. Nottingham also gets torpedoes, 4 X4 launchers, quite considerable, 16 torps in total, 2 of these launchers on each side, so 8 torpedoes per side. They have a max firing range of 8 kilometers, 15,500 damage, 62 knots of speed, and they can be detected at 1.3 kilometers with a reload time of 96 seconds. Nottingham also gets access to the depth charge airstrike, 30-second reload, 2 available flights, max operational range of 7 kilometers, each aircraft dropping 2 bombs with a max bomb damage of 4,200. When it comes to AA defense, the Nottingham gets 6 of these quad mounted 13mm, 24 in total, 4x4 of these 40mm, 4 quad mounted 40mm Vickers. The 8 single mounted secondary guns are dual purpose. They also function as AA mounts. 802mm. All combined, they pump out quite a low average damage. Continuous average damage of 121. 1 shell explosion per flak salvo only. 1 shell explosion for 1120 damage. Priority sector reinforcement of 50%. And the firing range is 4 kilometers. Seems quite underwhelming. Maneuverability, when take off the speed flag, the base speed is 34 knots, 36 with the Sierra Mike signal flag, turning circle radius of 700 meters, and a rudder shift time with this build of 7.5 seconds. Finally, concealment wise, HMS Nottingham has a concealment rating of 76. Full concealment build brings the concealment down to enemy surface ships to 9.1 kilometers. Can be detected at 5.2 by enemy subs and by enemy aircraft also at 5.2 kilometers. So this is the HMS Nottingham that is currently in testing, and the vision of Thurston back in the mid 1920s, what it could potentially have realised. So again, I'll stress, the HMS Nottingham is currently in testing. I will keep the cards and pinned comments updated with any changes. If you'd like to see some live gameplay, feel free to come over and visit me on Twitch. You can see the link here on screen. I look forward to seeing you all. I'd like to thank you once again all for watching. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more. Take a moment to check out some of my most recent videos and leave a comment below. And until the next time, keep sailing it like you stole it.